The Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Malgus, was one of the greatest Sith warriors that ever lived. Many believed that it was because of him that he single-handedly took over the planet of Coruscant during the Great Sith War. However, every great and powerful Sith Lord has their final day. That final day for Malgus was when he decided to step out of his role as warrior and tried to become a Sith Emperor. After taking over the planet of Coruscant, which we saw in the Old Republic cinematics, Darth Malgus waited for the entire planet to be destroyed. He watched from the Jedi Temple for hours as he watched Imperial forces invade the planet of Coruscant. However, the orbital bombardment that had been promised to Malgus never came. Malgus desired to watch from the very Jedi Temple, the Jedi, and Coruscant as a whole be decimated. He watched for hours upon hours, but the bombardment never arrived. Infuriated, Malgus reached out to his superiors, where he learned that the Sith never intended to destroy Coruscant. Instead, the Sith wanted to use it as a bargaining chip and end the war with the Jedi. This made Malgus even more infuriated, as he believed that the Jedi Order deserved to be destroyed, and it was not the way of the Sith to spare anyone. Malgus witnessed his entire life's work come crumbling before his eyes, and it crumbled because of the Sith. After trying to convince the Sith superiors to change their plan, Malgus was again disappointed. Taking his anger out on a nearby Sith hospital, Darth Malgus destroyed many of his own troops in a fit of rage. After the war was officially ended, Darth Malgus still remained with the Sith Lords, as he feared the power of the Dark Council and the Sith Emperor Darth Vitiate. However, Darth Malgus took a group of Sith Lords and ventured into the unknown regions. He did so because although he had not defected yet, it was his goal to one day do so. Darth Malgus simply wanted to outlive Darth Vitiate, and then he would strike. For the next several years, Darth Malgus used his great power to colonize several worlds in the unknown regions, attempting to gain as much power as possible. After Emperor Vitiate was presumably killed several years later, Darth Malgus took his time to act. Instead of attacking the Dark Council directly though, he paired with the Republic and gave them insider information on the Council and its Sith Lords. What resulted was the death of one of Malgus's major enemies within the Sith Order. It was at this point, with the Council weakened, that Darth Malgus proclaimed himself the new Sith Emperor. He promised to not only vanquish the Jedi, but the Dark Sith Council as well. Darth Malgus also personally promised his followers that all infighting would be completely destroyed within the Sith. Darth Malgus also revealed that he had taken inspiration from the Sith Lord Darth Revan and created a droid army in his image. A droid army though, far more powerful than that of Revan. Malgus also used his alliances with various aliens to his advantage, as he resolved to destroy the Sith Lords first. Secretly though, the Jedi Order and the Dark Council had come together and created a strike team of the most powerful Sith and Jedi to kill Malgus. After acquiring a stealth ship, they ventured to Malgus's castle, where they again confronted the Sith Lord. Because Malgus was caught off guard, the Sith and the Jedi combined engaged in a fierce lightsaber duel. After Malgus killed several Jedi and Sith as well though, he was forced off a platform to his supposed death. Similar to the death of Darth Sidious, Darth Malgus fell into a reactor shaft and was killed. Still though, his legacy that he established as a Sith Lord, a part of the Empire, would live on. Many Sith Lords, including Darth Bane, Darth Sidious, and Darth Vader, would consider Darth Malgus one of the most naturally powerful Sith Lords that had ever lived. Sidious himself would even say that Malgus was on the same level of that of Darth Vader. Still though, he overreached his bounds and was ultimately killed by both the Jedi as well as the Sith Order that he served throughout his life. But that is the story of the death of Darth Malgus and how he ultimately betrayed the Sith and became a new, false emperor. But what are your thoughts on the death of Darth Malgus and how he was ultimately killed by the combined might of the Jedi and the Sith? As always, thank you guys so much for watching. May the Force be with you and have a great day.